And we're here.
Hello! Hello, everybody! We are here. We are live. Welcome everybody to our first stream. Yippee!
Yay!
Welcome to the first stream of 60CT3. I'm very happy to be here, joined by my fellow admins and head pooler. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Let's start from left to
Oh,
right. Let's go with aquatic.
Hello, it's me. It's your heli dropped admin that got promoted. I'm here for VFX and shit. Mirage, cooler.
Wow, already me? That was such a short introduction. Hello everyone, I'm Mirage. You probably know me as a 6WC 2025 puller. I've also pulled a lot of other tournaments. You've probably seen me before, and yeah, I look forward to the pool. I hope you guys like it.
Hello, I'm Tech Drive. I'm the other host. Um, if you don't know me, I'm the tryout organizer for Team Canada and 6WC, as well as NWC for this year. So look forward to that.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I'm Tulip. I play the game. That's about it. I'm just here for the vibes. Anyways, so we are now going to be showcasing the qualifiers map pool. So you guys will be playing this, I guess, this weekend, and your results will determine your seeding. So yeah, Tech Drive, if you wanna change the window, and we can move on to
We can start off with Noma 1.
yes, sir. And I believe
Okay.
Boom!
Aquatic will take it away from here.
Yep, and it's me time. So, Snowman 1 is going to be joined by Maimi Kawada, and it's going to be starting off with a 5.23 SR, 180 BPM, and a drain time of just about 3 minutes and 43 seconds. The OD of this map is a bit higher than your average OD8 map at just about OD5. AR a bit higher than average as well at 9.2. Uh, but yeah, you want to take it away, Mirage?
Yeah. Well, for Nova 1, for all the newer players as well, Nova 1 is usually your aim consistency map. This time around for qualifiers, this is no different. Of course, we have a very standard aim map. It's usually the slot that most people feel most comfortable on. It's very standard. It's very farmy. Like it's something that aim is a skill set that you will always need in your Osu gameplay. So like it's a comfort check to some degree. It's just a question of can you hold out for usually 3 to 4 minutes. And in our 60ZT3 qualifiers for number one, we have a very popular song joint. And yeah, it is for the most part just comfort jumps for 4 minutes at a very comfortable BPM as well as mentioned for very aquatic. And yeah, we try to for qualifiers we're trying to be relatively standard for the most part. There won't be anything too crazy as you may have seen from maybe if you're more veteran tournament player, you won't be seeing anything crazy like 6WC25 where we had some rhythm alt in HD1 or something. No, no, no. We'll be going relatively standard here. Also for like the sake of the newer players, and this number one is as standard as it can get. Luckily, we're already halfway through the map. Again, usually number ones are pretty long, usually the longest map in the pool besides Tiebreaker, but obviously we do not have a Tiebreaker. Speaking of the pool layout, for all the newer players, you will be playing through 10 maps in total in qualifiers. There will be 4 Nomads, 2 Hidden, 2 Hard Rock, and 2 DT that will test your skills in various ways.
Very true. And later after the stream, we will be putting out an announcement kind of instructing you on how to sign up for these qualifier lobbies. So look out for that. Stay tuned. And Tulip, anything you want to talk about for the tournament?
Um.
Alright, moving
Maybe
on to aquatic. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Go on.
No, I mean, no, I'm just really excited for this tournament. This project has been something I've been really looking forward to hosting, and I saw how 60CT2 went, and I just want to make sure this tournament, holds up to the same success as the last iteration had. Um, for those who don't know, I participated in 60CT1 as my first tournament ever, basically. And so this is like kind of a tournament I hold really close to myself. Um, and so I hope everyone that it participates has a really good time. And hopefully we can inspire some new players that have signed up. And maybe this is their first tournament as well.
Beautiful words, Tulip. And speaking of 6DCT1, we do have the winner of 6DCT1 in the call.
Bro.
Wait, what?
At
Okay.
Aquatic. At Aquatic.
Oh,
I did in fact win that tournament. Hey.
But before we get some comments on 6DCT1 from Aquatic, we are going to be moving on to Nomad 2. Thank you, Spike, for the replay. Really nice act coming from Spike, dropping most of the hundreds near the beginning. But moving on to Nevermind's Nomad 2 replay on Bernadia. I don't even want to try. I don't even want to try.
No,
All right, my turn,
I
my
want
turn, my
Aquatic
turn,
to
my
hear.
turn, my
Okay,
turn,
okay,
my
okay.
turn, my turn.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
Untunya,
Oh, it's in the
up.
bottom left. It is not.
Horus Titap
Oh, shoot.
Urshalon?
Oh,
I
shoot.
did it, sure, yeah. That's it.
Ay.
Untungna hit up or is
Yup.
tapanat. Wait, I feel like that's.
And
Anyways.
Anyways,
That's
before
gotta
we
be
get to the
racist.
offensive, let's
Anyways,
move on to
before we
stats.
brain rot any further, I'm going to introduce some of the stats of this map. It's going to feature 5.26 stars, which is going to be on the higher side of this pool, but I mean, it's 5.2 stars. It's still the same. BPM at 170, on the lower side for Nomad 2s, so it should be more comfortable for players to be able to hit this. Drain time sitting just under 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 49 seconds, sorry. With OD and AR being at 8 and 9.1 respectively.
Yep, and for this Nomad 2, our newer players again. Nomad 2 usually features streams, basically 8-note or longer bursts, so to say. That's the nicest way I can put it. And this one will be testing you on the stamina tapping. One has 170 BPM, is a very comfortable BPM. However, you will be tapping these for 16 notes plus sometimes, and maybe even longer later. I think there's one death stream near the end. But yeah, this will be your stamina test at 170 BPM. If you are new to streams and you are feeling pain during your tapping, I would recommend probably practicing it either beforehand or maybe just don't force it because it will lead to hand injuries very quickly. But yeah.
Practice fool!
Speaking of the same person who won 61 in hand injury, man, you're a reference person for everything, I guess.
Wow,
That is true.
incredible.
I would
is
like
true.
to
Maybe I have
add.
spent too long in this.
I would like to add with Nomad 2, we usually see quite a lot of ACK versus combo battles on these 1v1. Because it's happened quite a lot in 6DC2. That was like the trend. It was always one person like comboing like crazy and one person acting like crazy, and then the score difference would be like 5k. So look out for those type of matches because those are really hype.
Yeah, but unfortunately, this is going to be a qualifiers map.
Yeah. But like just Nomad 2 in general for the tournament, just look out for Nomad 2. That sort of stuff can happen. And
Yeah, of course.
beautiful SS coming from Nevermind.
Wait, doesn't it says?
Kind of goaded
What
me.
What?
What?
Wait, that's actually
Goated?
impressive.
Kind of goaded.
Good
Holy.
score.
Holy. And moving on to Nomad 3, replay by Jack J. And
Yep, and it's gonna be Nomad 3. Sorry.
Yeah, no
It's
mod
gonna be your
3. No way.
it's gonna be your alt aim control pick of the of this map pool. Egoist by Imi. The SR is going to be 4.93 stars with a BPM of 260, but I don't think don't be too scared of that because this is after all a alternate map, which means it's probably not. It's most certainly not mapped to 260 BPM as how it would normally be mapped to. Drain time is going to be on the longer side for the pool though, at 3 minutes and 35 seconds, with an OD and AR at both at a very comfortable 8 and 9 respectively.
Yep. And here we have our first newbie killer type of map. Alt maps are usually pretty brutal for newer players, especially if you're brand new to Osu. You are probably, or most people are at least, single tapping most the way through most maps. Nomad 3 is the slot where you need to alternate if you want to at least get some good accuracy. You could force it through and like single tap and maybe get terrible accuracy and still get the full combo, but if you want to aim for the higher stars, you will have to practice some alternating of your fingers to comfortably hit these patterns. And for this week's for the qualifiers number 3, we have decided to have sort of a mixed alt type of map. You have snap aim and as well as flow aim elements in this map. It is pretty long. Again, this is sitting at 3 minutes 30 seconds, so you will be also tested on it for quite a while. I think this is actually the second. No, this is the third longest map. There's one that's actually even longer than this. So, yeah. Some snap, some flow. That for 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
I'm curious what you guys think. Apart from like Nomad 6 reading slot, what do you think is the hardest Nomad slot? Just like generally for players.
Nomad 4.
Nomad 4.
Because I'm
three.
thinking
Nomad 4.
either Nomad 3 or Nomad 4.
I say Nomad 3 because 6 digits can't play alt.
That is
6
true.
digits can at least cheese through sliders in Nomad 4 depending on the map. But it's very hard to cheese through or it's really hard to cheese through alt maps.
That
Nomad
is
4.
pretty true. But there are a few exceptions with Nomad 4. Like slider ticks and heavy sliders. Those are pretty hard to cheese when they're combined.
I mean, I do understand Mirage's argument though of like, because like a lot of Nomad 4s tend to just be more of a mech tech map, which just ends up being like more tapping than tech, if anything, right? And usually on Nomad 3s, the skill set is very like consistent. It's always going to have some of those flow aim elements. It's always going to have some of those like aim control elements. And you know, those are always very consistently difficult.
Alt, I would say in general, is the most classic 6-digit killer type of skill set. Like, let's be like, I think people would like, just for example, for Hard Rock especially, like I think people would rather play Hard Rock Tech than Hard Rock Alt in 6-digit at least.
Yeah.
It's like, like, it's quite brutal. That's also why for most of the time, Nomad 3 is usually lower in star rating than like the rest of the Nomad pools, because it's already, the skill set itself is already mechanically very challenging to master, especially for beginners. So.
Because not only do you need aim control, you need finger control. Like two things. Like most people work on mechanics, so you're tapping or your aim or whatnot. But this is like like two different skill sets that you have to learn pretty much that aren't a part of the meta. I don't know how else to frame it though.
No, I think you did it pretty well. But yeah, and that brings us to the end of Nomad 3. We are going to move on to our next Nomad pick, which is going to be Nomad 4, Crave by Litmus.
Yes, sir.
Wait,
And thank you, Jack J, for the Nomad 3 replay. We are going to be moving on to Isaac 13's replay on this Nomad 4.
Yeah, indeed.
Wait, we got an
Crave,
Isaac replay?
Very... A very, very well-known tech map in the 6-digit community in general. Although maybe not too familiar to those of you that have not played a whole lot of tournaments before, and this is going to be your first time. This map is going to introduce you to that mech tech element that I mentioned before. It is going to be sitting at a somewhat high 192 BPM. SR is going to be 5.04, and drain time being just under 2.5 minutes at 2 minutes 21 seconds. The AR and OD are going to be 9 and 8 respectively, and this map is just going to feature a lot of that lighter aim check, plus some of those 190 BPM bursts.
Definitely the shortest map in the pool for the no mod category at least, and at the same time the highest BPM in the no mod pool for in terms of tapping. 192 is nothing to scoff at. It's a little bit on the higher end, but as mentioned earlier, again, this is definitely more aimed towards being a beginner-friendly pool. So we didn't want, or the intention here wasn't to instantly kill all of our players with heavy slider tech, amethyst type of sliders, and I mean, you'll get to play those later once you qualify, but in qualifiers itself, we're gonna have like a very gentle introduction into the tournament scene, and Crave is arguably speaking, one of the easier, slightly on the easier side of the pool, but it is nonetheless a decent introduction into tech, and hopefully won't won't scare our newer players off from playing tech maps later on.
Tech is fun, trust me.
Tech is fun, trust me.
Tech is fun. It's in my name.
This is real shit.
This is real. Tech Drive.
Tech drive.
But yeah, it is also the shortest map, so it's pretty comfortable to practice. Like you can just recharge spam until you get the hangs of it. Yeah, it being mech tech helps that the sliders aren't particularly hard to hit.
And that was Isaac 13's replay on No Mod 4. 99.7. Wow. Getting this good of
Replayers are
ag on
goated to
tech
this
maps
loss.
are pretty rare in the 6-digit scene. But moving on to
Kinda good.
Hidden One.
Yep, and we immediately
Oh,
hear the
boy.
tunes of the song come in. It is going to be All Fools by Kankan x Hirai? I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Hiragi.
Hirai. Yep.
Yeah.
I have learned Japanese. Yep. Anyways, this is going to be your HD1 awkward aim slot. It is going to be 195 BPM, just a bit higher than your No More 4 before. 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes of drain time, and AR being 9 and 8 again. This is gonna be, I believe, some awkward aim and burst. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mirage.
No, you are correct on that one. This will be mainly awkward aim, however, I must mention, while this is a beginner-friendly pool, I have to introduce you guys to the most complex map in the pool already, and this will be Hidden One. There is awkward aim, there's a fair amount of slider aim as well. It's not super easy to read, and as mentioned in the slot name, this is Hidden One, so you are forced to play with Hidden. There's no way around this. So if you've never played Hidden in your life before, this might be a little bit rough. I will
Get
admit.
practicing. If you have not played Hidden before, start playing with the modification today.
Yep. Would probably recommend starting out a slightly lower SR than this, and then come back to this map again. But luckily for you, it is mostly aimed. It has a few bursts, yes, but you don't have to, you don't need any flow or snap element yet. This is awkward aim, so. Or most of it is awkward aim, so you still, like, the main fundamentals is still aim here. Hidden One is usually your awkward aim map, or in some cases, especially more recently, a lot of tournaments have started pulling alt in their qualifiers Hidden One.
I wonder why.
It's been a trend that I've been noticing, I wonder why, and...
Mirage, yeah.
My bad, gang. Yeah. definitely on the faster side as well. This is 195 BPM, and it being awkward aim means there's usually either linear aim or spacing changes between the jumps to the point where you actually need to properly read them, and like you will, especially if you're a tablet player, in my opinion, you will definitely feel the awkwardness of those jumps. I know it also counts for mouse players, but like during my mouse experience, awkward aim was slightly easier than on tablet, but that's my opinion.
I think we'll be seeing quite a lot of people struggle on this map because of that 195 BPM. I think single tapping at 195 BPM in the 6-digit scene pretty rare, I think. Would you say?
No, I mean
Probably.
people single tap up to 210 in DT, so
But this map in particular is gonna be extremely difficult, and to test for that, when we were collecting replays, that was the only one that didn't get a replay because the playtesters were avoiding it. So I had to get on all fours and beg for a replay.
man, why didn't no one
Not all
tell me
boys, like
this?
a good boy.
Oh man.
It is the most complex map in the pool for sure, though. So once you're through
Yeah.
that, we're getting to more simpler maps.
Thank
So
you, Aru
we do
Ota.
not want to bore our experienced tournament players either.
Yep. Thank you, Aru Ota, for the really nice accuracy replay on this hidden one. Now we're gonna
Thank
move
you,
on
Aru
to
Ota.
Aru
Thank
Ota
you,
And now
Ota
we're moving on
again.
to Aru Ota map.
with
Yippee! Oh wait, never mind. It's
99.87%
Mint Leaf
ac
map.
replay on Hidden 2. Mapped by Mint Leaf.
This is a custom, right?
No, this is I
no.
believe this is Mint Leaf's very first ranked map.
It's just his map. Okay,
is fine.
bet. It's
Yeah.
just his map.
And here we are at HD2. This is going to be the first gimmick map of the pool. It is going to feature a much lower AR than what you might be used to, being at AR 8 instead of 9. And this map is going to feature some of those overlaps, I believe. But yeah, 182 BPM. Just again, just under 2.5 minutes at 2 minutes 28 seconds of drain time. This is gonna be quite interesting to play as a first-time player for sure.
Yep. Hidden 2 for now is typically this map slot where you have a low AR, usually sub 8.5 type of maps where there is a lot of reading to be tested. For Qualifiers 60CT3, we decided to go a little bit on the easier side for sure for the Hidden 2. The overlaps, there are a couple, but the reading itself is like a rather nice, like very gentle introduction into AR8 Hidden. I'm sure there's some viewers out there that have not played AR8 Hidden before and are like, wow, this just looks like aim only, and it's how hard could that possibly be? Well, you'll see when you go practice AR8 Hidden, it's pretty tough. You'll keep hitting it too early or too late, and you'll be wondering where am I missing, or why am I even missing in the first place? Why is there so many notes? Yeah, it's deceptively. Wait, how do you say that? It's deceptively easy on stream.
So
Difficult.
yeah, that works. Pro tip: crank down the gamma. Gamma views. Gamma views.
Hell no.
That's not allowed anymore.
That's not allowed anymore.
Oh wait, right. Peppy's gonna kill me. Hold up. Don't
Wait,
gamma
no,
abuse.
You abuse Gamma?
Do you
Dude,
abuse
no.
gamma?
I don't
Do you,
abuse
Gamma
gamma.
Tech Trap?
do you perchance lower that gamma when
I don't
you
do
play
that.
this game?
I just tank a low score.
Hey man,
kinda
that
sounds
sounds
bad.
like
too lazy to
that
turn
sounds
up.
like
I'm
what
too lazy
someone
to crank my
who does
gamma.
abuse gamma would
I'm
say.
too lazy to do it. Anyways, that was Hidden 2 by Good Kid.
Good
Yes,
Kid.
I love Good Kid's well-known song called Hidden 2.
Okay, moving on to Hard Rock. Hard Rock 1 to be specific.
Yep, Hard Rock 1. It's gonna be I My Attitude by Rejection.
And
This is gonna be your HR burst consistency map. Bit of a bit of a higher BPM check at 200 BPM. Drain time is going to be, I believe, the longest map in the pool. Yep. Just under 4 minutes. 3 minutes and 59 seconds of drain time. 1500 combo, and the AR and OD both being at 10 because it is going to be HR. Take it away, Mirage.
Yep. Welcome everyone to another newbie killer. Hard Rock is the mod that scares most 6 digits away, and I'll promise you, you will not be the only one that has terrible accuracy. I've played tournaments for years, and I still see C rank FCs in Hard Rock.
My favorite.
There is a lot of things to learn for Hard Rock, and Hard Rock 1 is typically your, well, in more beginner-friendly tournaments at least, Hard Rock 1 is usually a consistency type of map, either testing you on burst or on aim, but the difficult part about Hard Rock specifically is having to learn AR10. When you first start out Osu, you probably play like 3-star maps that are like AR8, and then you move on to 4-star that are like maybe AR9. But you usually never hit like AR10. Even if you're a DT farmer, you usually hit like AR 9.6 at most. Hard Rock, and you usually don't get around it, forces you 99% of the time on AR10. And there's simply no getting around it most of the time. Having to learn AR10 is very rough. There's no other way to put it. You just need to put some time and practice into it, get used to the fast approach circle, and hopefully pick it up. Do not resort to Gamma, please. I mean, you can if there's no other way, but yeah. AR10 is a classic 6-digit newbie killer.
and
No way around it.
I think
Oh,
nobody
correct.
talks about this enough, but the OD being 10 is gonna be another one of those like killers because you have to time your taps like more accurately. Is that the right word? Accurately?
Yeah,
Why does it
we
not
can go
sound
along
like
with it.
English to me right now? You have to be more accurate with your tapping compared to all the other mod slots. So you see that
I think-
that little bar down there? Yeah, that's a pretty small bar to hit that 300.
Yeah, the hit window for with OD10 is usually pretty small, so like there's very little room for error. That also means you are less likely to node lock actually. But yeah, I think once you pick up on the AR10, the OD10 will get slightly easier because at least you can read the map and like get a good feel for it. Luckily for qualifiers, we did decide on a higher BPM map. Statistically speaking, actually, Hard Rock players on average have a slightly easier time hacking a map that has a high BPM because there's constantly nodes on your screen that you can tap. At some point, you will get into the rhythm and like tap on time, even if you can't even if you're not the best at reading AR10. To make it slightly simpler for new players, by the way, Hard Rock also usually modifies. Nice drawing.
Thank you, Kawaism. Thank you, Kawaism, for
Hard Rock
the
also
OWO.
modifies. Hard Rock also modifies CS. Typically speaking, you would usually see CS 5.2 on Hard Rock 1, but we've decided to go a little bit nicer on and settling for CS 4.9 only. So it's like a little more generous than usual. The circles aren't as small, but yeah, it is still burst consistency. You will still need to learn how to read AR10, hit OD10 stuff, and burst at 200 while also aiming some of the stuff.
Yeah, I wonder how my single tapping players will fare on this 200 BPM. It's not
It's
gonna be easy.
Man, that's a lot of talking about single
200
tapping.
BPM.
That's a lot of talk about single tapping.
Hey, I am a
It
single
sounds like
tapper.
to me that people should pivot towards full ulting.
I am a single tapper, and I
Hmm.
do approve with that message.
Hmm.
Switch
I
to
can
full
single
alt.
tap
I regret single
200
tapping.
BPM.
Every single tapper is like that actually. Every single tapper is like, I wish I learned full alt from the beginning. I can relate to that.
But
I'm
thank you,
also single
Kawaism, for the replay on I My Attitude. We are gonna move on to Hard Rock 2 now. And it's gonna be tense.
Another impossible to pronounce name.
It's gonna be
Go for it, Tech Drive. It's your turn.
Tansi PC 3001. And the replay is gonna be by
Yeah.
Spike. Same one that did
Absolutely
Noma
amazing.
1. Let's get into it.
Yep, and it's gonna be your HR2 slot. This slot is different from HR1 in that it is a lot higher in that CS department. This map is going to feature CS 6.5, and the skill set, because of that CS, of course, is going to be precision aim. This map is going to be 2 minutes and 31 seconds, and 678 combo. But, you know, don't let that total combo count fool you. It's quite difficult to hold on to some of that combo with the much higher CS that this map presents.
Yep, Hard Rock 2, as mentioned, is your typically a precision slot, so you will see CS that are higher than 6 at the very least. You will still not get around AR10 and OD10 most of the time. Again, there are a few exceptions, but more often than not, it is still AR10, OD10, and well, for qualifiers specifically, we do have more of an aim map, since like we had burst consistency in Hard Rock 1. Hard Rock 2 will be relatively burst free. It's just aim, but good luck aiming these very small circles. I do think it is slightly more easier to get into than Hidden 2. On average, the Hard Rock 2 scores are slightly higher than Hidden 2, but we will see if that stays as it will be in qualifier. Well, once we get the qualifier stats.
But yeah, I mean, I think this map is a pretty standard Hard Rock game precision map. Don't you say so?
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's not too much to talk about. At the end of the day, this is pretty much burstless. So it's just aim at CS
Yeah,
6.5.
I'd
So
say Hard Rock 2 is a pretty.
it is on the shorter
affordable
end though,
slot.
so you don't have to suffer for long if you don't want to play these tiny circles. So
Dude, I do not like when poolers do 4-minute Hard Rock 2. It's just suffrage.
Real.
Real.
Real. I will say, yeah, it's
yeah.
definitely on a far more accessible side of Hard Rock 2's, which is really nice to see. It just really is just a raw aim test, which is cool because you get to kind of just see how people are comfortable on a smaller circle size.
For reference, both hosts here are HR players.
Whoa.
We love Hard Rock!
I learned Hard Rock off of spamming Padori with Hard Rock. You should do the same.
No, we need you for 6 WC. Do not fall.
Anyways, thank you, Spike, for the Hard Rock 2 replay. Let's move on to DT1.
We are a Hard Rock bias tournament.
real.
Real.
All right, it's gonna be coming up next is gonna be DT1 September by Stigmata. This map is going to be 210 BPM now. It's on the much higher side for aim, and drain time is not going to be too long, just under 230 again, 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Just under 900 combo in total combo count, but the AR is going to be 9.7. We just went through a bunch of AR 10 maps, and now we're back to still being high AR because it is DT after all. The OD is going to be 9.1, not as high as the HR maps that we just went through, but it is still going to be higher than your average OD 8 map. And yeah.
after going through all these difficult mods like Hidden and Hard Rock, we finally get into DT, which is the next most comfortable option in terms of farmers, or for farmers. DT1 is usually your slot where you just find aim or sometimes some small 3-node burst speed type of map, usually hovering around the 200 to 40 at maximum, like BPM range. And for this qualifiers DT1, we have decided to just go with a very simple aim DT1 map. Should be pretty accessible for most people. I would assume this is also probably the second highest scoring map in the pool, maybe even the highest, because DT multiplier is 1.2 in game. And yeah, there's actually not too much to talk about. It's usually speed aim, and yeah, this is no different. It's pretty comfortable. Our free player here is also holding really good combo. So yeah, accuracy I mean.
Let's go back
But
to
yeah,
the single tappers.
No.
No, we should
I mean, this is definitely single tappable. This is definitely single tappable.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, for most of these maps, I believe at least for the early rounds, for qualifiers round of 64 and round of 32, none of the maps are going to be too different from their typical skill sets, as we are trying to cater to the newer players and getting them more used to the tournament format and how each slot usually slots into a certain skill set. So most of these maps early on will be exactly what we have explained here, pretty much.
Don't worry though, for everyone else that has more experience, I know how to cook you with my other pools later on.
Oh,
This guy pulled
shoot.
6 WC. Do not trust him. Do not trust him. Do not trust this motherfucker.
Anyways,
Anyways, let's move on.
thank you, Linus, for the replay on this DT1. Really nice act. Only 200s. And now we are moving on to DT2. Honoko's Sono Hana wo I don't even want to try.
この花は生涯で最も今ましく邪魔だった。
You sure those Japanese
Yep.
classes are helping?
Yep.
Fire! Fire!
I have no idea.
This guy speaks Japanese.
Anyways,
I
replay by T1
no
Gato.
Yep, this map is going to be by far the shortest map of the pool. Under 2 minutes, 1 minute, and 48 seconds. But this is going to be, I believe, the only real tapping speed and finger control test of the entire pool. And being at 243 BPM, I mean, for those of you that are not comfortable on like higher than 220 BPM bursts, this map is gonna be very, very scary to go into. But, you know, it's fine. It's only 1 minute and 48 seconds after all.
DT2, typically speaking, DT2 is your speed slot. So this will be your high BPM tests of bursts, usually in quintuples, and usually around the BPM of 230 to 270, depending on the SR we're talking about. However, for 60cc3 qualifiers, we only have 2 DT slots. So in order to not make have some finger control as well in the pool, DT2 in this case will be a mix of speed and finger control. You will need both to play this map. There are a handful of quints at 240 BPM, of course, but there's also a fair amount of finger control involved. I think in the Ki, whereas there's like a triplet into a quint that is like relatively hard to hit.
There was the quintet question, I think.
Oh yeah, I think it was. Oh yeah, no, it's these plus, yeah. Like it's like triple, double, and then a quint and whatnot. Yeah, this will be
this
speed and
hard.
finger controls. Yeah, it's pretty rough, honestly. But
Oh my god!
This is gonna be one of your maps, as I mentioned earlier in Noma 2, where players are either gonna combo really well or act really well, and it's just gonna be cinema.
Absolute cinema. Yippee! This is really
Oh.
exciting.
Some players might trip up and think the map is over there.
Yeah,
Also,
I
for
would
those
just walk
one-
away from my computer.
For those wondering, what if someone is holding good combo and high accuracy? And little Timmy, I do have to tell you, that is what we call a D ranker, and you should shun them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's what we call 1 million score.
That's when you also ping the host, like, what,
Why
Those
did
those
this
are
guy
your
not get
at
screened?
Ike
what did
memes.
he get? I get through screening.
Screening question mark.
All right. Well, I believe that is all we have for the qualifiers pool showcase, right?
Yeah,
was
that
All
was
right.
the last map.
Sweet. Awesome.
Secret
Thank
hidden
you so
tiebreaker,
much,
go!
Aquatic and Mirage, for commentating the pool. Oh, I guess. Yeah. Thank you. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Anyways,
Oh man.
we will be
Oh,
making
man.
an announcement very shortly, addressing how you guys can sign up for your lobbies, and that will be ran throughout this weekend. So that'll be very epic. And then coming on Monday, we will announce the results of the qualifiers, and that will be mostly hosted by Starry, as he is bringing back Beyond the Bracket from last year. So the first episode of Beyond the Bracket will also be the seating showcase, as well as probably the round of 32 pool showcase as well.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And to
I
those
believe.
that aren't familiar with Beyond the Bracket, that's basically like a little podcast we have near the end of every week. Basically just recapping what sort of things happened during the matches, what were the highlights, what were the upsets, what crazy plays went on. But and then we make predictions and whatnot, and it's pretty much really fun and entertaining. You should go watch it. In fact, you should watch it. In
You
fact, you
should
need to
watch it. It's
watch it.
very
In
fun.
fact, we should screen you if you
You
don't
actually
watch
need
it.
to watch it. Yep.
Yep.
We will explode your computers if you don't
Hi,
watch it.
hosts. I have a question. What's the
Hey,
deadline for
Aquatic, what's your
qualifier lobbies?
Ah, the
Oh.
deadline. Oh, good question.
Oh.
They have not thought about this.
The deadline will be Tuesday 0 UTC, which is Monday evening.
Real.
So
So
that
that's
would be
Monday,
roughly
8
7
p.m.
p.m.
EST or
EST, 7 p.m.
of
EST.
7 p.m. Oh,
Yeah, -5,
7 p.m. ENC,
minus
right?
five.
-5.
Oh, so that's 7 p.m. EST. That's your Ontario. That's your Quebec. 5 p.m. Mountain Time. That's your Alberta. 4 p.m. West Coast.
Yippee! West Coast, Best
Yeah.
Coast.
And I don't think there's
Yippee!
much
Man,
else
this
to
time
talk
zone
about.
sucks.
We should
Yeah,
wrap
does
up the
anyone else
stream.
have some comments? Some final comments from anybody?
Good luck, have fun, and don't lose hope. That is the main thing.
Real.
You
Practice your
do
pool.
not lose hope.
Real.
Bye.
Okay, yeah. Just make sure
Bye.
to
Stream.
practice
Oh.
up your pool this week. Have lots of fun. We have a lot of stuff planned for this tournament, so I'm very excited for it to finally start. So yeah, we'll see you guys this weekend. Good luck. Practice the fucking pool.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.